Hello. Good evening to my subscribers and my viewers. This is M Spatial. I hope we are all doing well. We give God all the glory for life. August is coming to an end, and we must thank God for keeping us alive in the land of the living, despite what has been flying in the air at night and during the daytime. Psalm 91, for us that believe in the Lord of hosts, has always been our shield. For it says, we will not be hurt by the bullet that flies neither in the day or at night. And I say, to God be all the glory that we are still living, standing strong, and wasking very good health, which was what He promised to those that put their trust in Him. He said He will give us life and give it to us in abundance. And to our Father be all the glory in Jesus' name. This is M Spatial, a Biafran talking about Biafra, agitating for Biafra freedom, talking about Africa in general and humanity. Please, if you have been watching without subscribing, please do subscribe. And when you subscribe, put on your notification bell, because your subscription is a support to my channel and it keeps this channel on. Because when you know that people are watching, it brings the best in you. And you, my former subscribers and my subscribers that are coming back or going and coming back, I say may God bless each and every one of us, and may every good thing that we lay our hand flourish. For my new subscribers and for those that will watch this video and subscribe, I say may God bless every good thing that you lay your hands on that is good for you and for humanity and you enjoy doing. Do not forget that there is comment box where you can comment and bring to conclusion through your comments this video. I am only here to deliberate while you bring the final say through your comments. Do like this video, and when you dislike, please let me know why you do so. From that, I can learn also and correct myself if need be. Do not forget also to share this video that others may see, because there is love in sharing. This particular video, I want to talk about how we, mostly the African women, can make our children great. Because in the African family, the parents are always thinking about the children. That's why I am very passionate about African narratives. Because in Africa, where I come from, the parents are the first dreamer for the child, and they mold that dream. It is different. In the West, they watch to see what their children likes, and they allow them to become that, even if it is not to their advantage. But in Africa, our parents always watch and dream ahead for the best for their children. Even when at times, so funnily, they will even force us to do that, which sometimes may not be good. But then, the overall result is always to our own good, because nothing good comes easy. So in this video, I want to talk about the Africans, especially those in diaspora, how we can make our children great. This video is inspired by a program I watched 2013. In 2013, there was a lot of African children kiosk in London. That there was this knife stabbing and a lot of nonsense coming out from London and United Kingdom, especially on the African neighborhoods. And racism also in the schools against the children and against their career, the school of choice, universities, and all that, just because they are Africans. And this very program, I don't want to call the channel or the program, it's an African channel in London, a very famous one. And this particular program dig deep. And one of the solutions they came up with is concluding that telling our children that are born abroad that they are the citizens of that place, which is true. But it has faults, because you cannot, because your child is being bullied and you scraped off the true identity of that child. You can only make that child strong by telling that child the truth about him or herself. That is exactly what I want to talk. Yes, we may born them in England, we may born them in Germany, Spain, France. Why not tell our children that they are French, Nigerian, British, Biafran, Spanish, Biafran, Italian, Congolese. Tell them the truth of who they are and explain why it is so. You are British because you are born in Britain. But your DNA and your origin, your forefathers and your blood trace is from Igbo land, is from Yoruba land, is from Delta states. You explain to them why they are double nationality. And it does not end there. In the house, you leave it out by letting them speak their language and the language of where you come from. Because the language of the land where they are living, surely they will speak. You don't need any education on that. And you don't need education for children to learn language. Even I, as I was born in Igbo land, Biafran land, my father made sure that we speak our dialects. When we come into the house, we speak Owerri. And when we go out, we speak Igbo Izube. It was a very serious focus by my father that we speak our dialects. Until this day, whenever I talk with my siblings, we speak our dialects. No matter who is there, no matter where we are, outside or inside, once we talk together, we switch on to our dialects. And when we talk with our other Igbo brothers and sisters, we speak Igbo Izube. And many of my father's mates were marveled, and they asked him, how do you do this? And he told them, language for children does not need class. It only needs your directions and help. That's exactly what I'm telling mostly the mothers, the African mothers. That's why we call it the motherland, the mother tongue. Because it is the original tongue that you speak, that you will hand over to your children. It baffles me when I see my fellow African mothers talking and using it like a brag that my children cannot speak Igbo. Oh, don't tell them to speak Igbo. Don't you know they are born in London? No, tell them, give them English music. That's what they hear. You do not know that you're not doing any good to those children. Rather, you are killing them. My children, as I'm speaking to you, speak 4 languages. Every country we live, I made sure, and their father made sure, that they speak that language. Why? We don't want to shortchange them. We don't want them to go anywhere that we know they may go in future and we have lived, and somebody will use language and take advantage of them. They even speak my Igbo language. Not very fluent, because I have not really focused to make it fluent, but they hear when I talk with my family, and they speak some. So, the first step for you to make your children great is to teach them who they are, from where they are coming, through your own culture. Explain your culture to them. Unfortunately, many of us parents does not even know who we are. So if you don't know who you are, how can you know how to teach your children who they are? So on this video, I am calling on my fellow parents to look and search and dig deep and ask questions to really know who you are as an African parent, so that you can help Africa grow by teaching those children who they are as Africans. African British, African German, African Italian, African Spanish, African wherever, Chinese. Let them know who they are. Do not shortchange your children. Let them know their culture. Let them know how we live. Let them know how we respect. Let them know why we do what we do and where it will lead them to. Tell them our folk stories. Not happily ever after. Tell them happily ever after and tell them our folk stories. I do tell my children our folk stories, even as they are half castes. Because our folk stories are full of lessons. It's not just happily ever after, but they are lessons that will lead them to life. So I encourage my fellow parents, especially mothers, to please wake up to the challenge. Let your children know who they are by teaching them first your indigenous language, your indigenous food, your indigenous dressing, your indigenous cultures, why you do what you do, why you respect the elders. Tell them the history of your own family. Tell them the family tree. Those are what make them who they are. And when they know who they are, the society cannot bring them down, no matter the level of racism. Because who you are, when you know who you are, your faith is strong wherever you go. Because you know who you are, you know where you are coming from, and you will know where you are going to. Tell me what you think about this video. Like, and if you do dislike, like I always say, let me know why you do dislike. Because together, we will make Africa great. Do not forget to share. There is great joy and love in sharing. Have a wonderful week ahead.